My teen doesn't want to go to therapy.
The most important reason why a teenager refuses to go to therapy is because they feel that there is something wrong with them. They feel they are blamed that there is something wrong with them. And they refuse to acknowledge that there is something wrong with them, especially when it comes from the parent. And actually, this is a good thing. Let's talk about it. So the reason why people go to therapy is, number one, for validation. Venting is like, oh, I want my feelings to be validated, which a lot of times it means that negative feelings will get normalized, like anxiety, for example, because once you validate such a state of mind, then it's normal, everybody has it. No. Oh, it's okay if I have it. No. No, it's not. So we do this all the time through our broken system of $2 therapists and coaches, like I call it. And number two reason why we do this is because we want to cope and manage whatever condition we have. So we don't just cope and manage it. No, actually address it and resolve it. So you will never have to deal with this again. So in this kind of case, the teenager is refusing to acknowledge, number one, there is nothing wrong with me. Number two, I don't need any validation. I don't need to vent about it. I don't need to talk about it. Number three, I don't want to cope and manage with this condition. So you see, this is actually a good thing, because once you get into this normalizing pattern of coping and managing and validation and stuff like that, it's very hard to unlearn it and to learn how to resolve a problem. It's very hard. But this stage of your teenage life, when he refuses to do these coping mechanisms, these apparent things that they're supposed to solve and put everything in a beautiful box when everything is rotten underneath, it's a good thing, because now we can teach them how life truly works. Okay, you don't want to go to therapy. I understand why. You don't want to validate this condition. You don't want to vent about it. There's nothing to talk about it because you know it's not going to solve anything by talking. You don't want to cope. You don't want to manage it. Okay, let me give you the skills of life. And we have a specific program called How Life Truly Works that does exactly like that. Here are the skills of life. 3 minutes a day for 27 days. You're going to get a skill of life. You apply it, and you don't have to cope, manage, validate, normalize anything. You just have to go on the wheel of life and know how to address life problems. Period. You understand how life truly works, then you're going to go through life and not have a problem. And this is number one reason why I have designed this program, because that tells the kid there is nothing wrong with you. It's just the fact that you are not understanding a couple of things about life. Let's see what you know and what you don't know out of 27 lessons in 27 days. And this is it. Once you learn it, you're going to be just fine. And most teenagers are like, yes, why didn't you teach me that? My parent didn't know how to teach you that because they've never been taught that. So it's okay. Don't worry about it. The parent learns in the same time with a child as the text messages go to both parent and child. So it's fine. But this resolves the actual underneath reason of why they don't want to go to therapy. And this also brings them to knowledge of how to address life. And this is the best thing for them, as they don't have to acknowledge there is something wrong with them. They don't have to cope. They don't have to manage. They don't have to vent and talk about something. It doesn't matter. Now you have a discussion. So 27 days, you discussed with your child another lesson that really matters about how life truly works. It's a win. you know your child will be prepared for life, and they know that they're going to acquire new skills within 27 days, and there is nothing wrong with them. Just a win. For any other questions you might have, make sure you go to mychallenges.org to get your free answer.